Hey Cap City, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy. I am bringing you your July 2021 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well in the Capricorn community. Thank you guys, Cap City. I love you. Thank you for the continued support that you show to the channel. You guys are amazing. For those of you who are new, welcome to 8th House Energy. This is not your average channel. We deal with energies coming from the 8th house. Hidden feelings, hidden emotions, people's ulterior motives. We deal with sex, crime. We deal with inheritance, other people's money in the form of maybe inheritance. Anything that someone gives you that you don't earn working is, covered under the 8th house as far as money and other people's money. All right. We also deal with taxes on the 8th house. We deal with psychic abilities, death and rebirth, transformation, criminology, occult sciences, all that type of stuff. So my readings are heavily laced with astrology because I am an avid student of astrology. I do natal chart readings too, so that's in the description box. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. I say a student of astrology because astrology is one of those sciences where you will never know everything. Okay? You will never know all that there is. It's just too vast. And so I consider myself a student of astrology. Anyway, silent enemy is an enemy. Okay, well, this is the reason why this reading was designed. It was designed to help you pay attention to your intuition. Why pay attention to your intuition? Because it could save your damn life. Okay? Those of you who are familiar with the story, with the reading, just bear with me. You may want to fast forward. But for those of you who are new to the channel and new to this type of reading, this is a reading that is going to help you pay attention to your intuitive nudges. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And in order for us to keep in contact with headquarters, one of the ways that we do that is we use our intuition. Our intuition will guide us in this 3D realm where it'll tell us that something is up, even though we can't physically see it and touch it, because that's what the physical realm is all about. So, we have to pay attention to our intuition because that'll tell us some things and sometimes save us from unspeakable, misfortune. So your intuition goes off because you are in an environment or a situation that you need to be alerted about. There could be something coming, or there could be an ulterior motive or hidden motive, and your intuition is going to tell you, okay, something's not right about what this person is doing or what this person said or their mannerisms or what have you. Now, we're here to learn and experience. How does the universe teach us to learn and experience? Well, they send people to us in the form of our family members, friends, lovers, co-workers, colleagues, neighbors, people who are in your energy on a regular basis, and they reflect to you what it is that you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to look at that information and decide, hey, do I want to be bothered with that? Is it for me? No, it's not. Then you move away from these people. But the 3D realm teaches you, well, just because that's your mother doesn't mean that you're supposed to move away from him. That's your brother. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to move away from them. That's your child. That doesn't mean that, that you're not supposed to move away from them. But the universe doesn't look at it in that manner. The universe says, well, if I didn't send this message to you or this lesson to you in the form of your child, you would have never learned it. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we don't learn our lessons from strangers because we're not connected to them or have a bond with them in any way. So our lessons, for us to have to learn them, they come from people closest to us. So it's very important you pay attention to your intuition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out 3 cards, and we're going to talk about these cards intuitively as far as what I see. Don't try to make this reading fit. If it vibes with you, okay. If it doesn't, it's just not your reading. Check your other placements or check the other styles of readings that I have on the channel, okay. But what you need to do is just open your mind and listen to your intuition, okay, in reference to what I'm telling you or what I'm reading from the cards. Now we have a major arcana here. Whenever we have a major arcana, whether in any form of tarot, it represents a major change that could come about in your life. No exception with the silent enemy reading. When a major arcana shows up, it's very important that you pay attention to your intuition in reference to this, if it resonates, because it can have a major effect. All right? So we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. The major arcana is, the Hangman in reverse. We're going to get to it. And then we got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So let's see what's coming up here. 7 of Cups reverse. Scorpionic energy. A transformation has occurred. with scorpionic energy. There is a energy of like, because this is Venus in Scorpio. You know, Venus is about indulgence. This is about love. So it's about, you know, and when we're dealing with the 8th house, which is Scorpio, we're dealing with hidden feelings, hidden emotions. So this is going on in someone's mind, you know, and heart. There was some confusion. There was some distortion here of some sort, okay? So this is showing up in the silent enemies reading, maybe that, you know, you may think you have something figured out and you don't. That's for some of you. Somebody could be trying to pull a wool over your eyes here, is what I'm feeling. So you could have somebody who is telling you something or acting a certain way and it's throwing you off. And you need to be careful of that, because that could be the intent, is to throw you off. Some of you know better, okay? You know better about a situation, but you choose to ignore what you know. And that is a silent enemy for you. Because, you know, the 7 of Cups in reverse represents getting clarity on a situation. Coming out of your head about it, not being confused about it, not being distorted about it. And if this is showing up in a silent enemies reading, then it means that you know exactly what's going on. You're very clear in what's going on, but yet you still dabble in this situation, even though you know what it's about. So that could be very dangerous for you. Or you know what's going on, but you don't take it seriously. That could be that as well. You could be dealing with someone who doesn't take you seriously, somebody who could see through you, all right, and they could infiltrate. Somebody may see how to infiltrate you. Somebody may have figured you out, okay? And as a result, you know, that could put you in a situation where, you know, somebody may take advantage or try to. So you do need to be careful with this 7 of Cups energy in reverse. That's what I got for that for now. Let's talk about this Neptune retrograde. Now, Neptune is in retrograde. It's been in retrograde for a little bit now. Like I say, my readings and what I do is laced with astrology heavy. So anytime a planet goes into retrograde, the planets have cycles. They go in retrograde every summer. Last year I did readings for you where I told you all, based on your ascendant sign, where the planet was in your chart, and the characteristics of what could go on based on what area of your chart it's in, like what house the planet is in retrograde in. So I did that for you because we have Pluto in retrograde. We have Saturn in retrograde right now. We had Mercury just came out of retrograde. We're wrapping up the post-shadow period of that today, you know, between today and tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. We have now Neptune in retrograde and Jupiter in retrograde, all right? And this month, like around the 19th or the 18th, we're going to have Uranus go in retrograde. So all of the planets go in retrograde heavy during the summertime, every year. So one of the things you want to understand about astrology is the cycles, because that'll help you better understand astrology. If you understand the cycles and the planets going in retrograde a certain time every year, then you'll know what's up. So with that being said, Neptune's in retrograde. Neptune is really, it's the planet of illusions. It's the planet of glamorizing things, making something more than what it is, or downplaying something that should be made a big deal of. It deals with your creative imagination, okay? It deals with your psychic abilities. It deals with compassion. And it's in the house of Pisces. The house of Pisces is karma. The house of Pisces deals with escapism. It deals with escapism in the form of drug addiction, drug abuse, drug use, okay? The reason it deals with escapism is because with Neptune, you know, it deals with illusions. We paint pictures of the way we want things to be because sometimes it's hard for us to cope with the reality of it. Well, when Neptune is in retrograde, those rose-colored glasses come off, and we have to cope with the reality of our situations, whether it's the way people treat us or whether it's something that we are in denial about ourselves. So a lot of us are dealing with that right now. And plus, we're dealing with our karma as a result of it. So there's a lot of people out here who are not happy, okay? Coupled with Pluto in retrograde and Saturn in retrograde, oh my God. Like, and then Uranus is coming at the end of, we're already in the pre-shadow stages of Uranus retrograde right now, okay? It's going in retrograde Monday after next. So we have a 2-week pre-shadow period, and then after it comes out of retrograde, it comes out of retrograde January 18th. So we'll be in post-shadow retrograde until the end of January. So we got to deal with that. So with Neptune retrograde here as a major arcana, you're going to see something. You're going to see some things. You're going to see the reality of some things, okay? And it could have something to do with you getting clarity on a situation and realizing what it is, okay? It may be painful. It could be, it could hurt a bit, but it's like you have to see the reality of a situation so that you can make change. Now, it could be about somebody around you, since it's the silent enemies reading. It could be you seeing someone around you clearly for who they are, all right? And, having to deal with that. Now, for some of you, you already knew what time it was with this person. So what could be happening is you could be experiencing karma for continuing to deal with the situation or deal with the person that you shouldn't be dealing with because you already know what it is with them. So you got to be careful. If you know that there's somebody you should not be dealing with, you're in a relationship with this person, but you keep dealing with them, but you know they're not no good. You know they're not going to treat you right. You know they always bring in drama. You know it's always aggravation and frustration. And you yet don't make moves to get away from them. If this person is like that with other people, they're going to be getting their karma and you're going to see it. But if you keep this person around, you're going to get their karma too. For example, if you're in a relationship with someone who did you dirty, who does you dirty, they cheat on you, they take your money, they always in the account taking money, they don't tell you about it. They don't work, but they always spending your money. They sleep with people in your home. They out here messing with other people, may have gotten pregnant by someone else or got somebody else pregnant, just doing you dirty, but you still keep them around. Well, this person, usually if they're doing you dirty, they're doing other people dirty too. So now they're getting their karma. So what's going to happen is they've done you dirty. You keep dealing with them. Their karma's coming to them. And because you're still around them or they live in the house with you, not only did you get done dirty by them, now what's going to happen is their karma's coming to them and you're going to get it too because you still deal with them and you knew better. This is why it's so important to have spiritual strength or acquire it and gain it in some way, shape, or form by talking to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, the creator, source, whatever you call the omnipotent energy, whatever you call it. You should have a relationship where you're communicating at least 3 times a day. You don't have to be on your knees for 20 minutes every time. You could say a simple prayer, set your alarm, say a simple prayer, 5 minutes in your head, go on about your business. But you need to be in contact because you need guidance. You need support in this 3D realm because there's things that happen here that we don't understand. And when we don't understand it, we have to chalk that up to, okay, the universe is trying to talk to me. So let me connect with my spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, and find out what's up. Neptune retrograde. You're going to see things that you are going to be very clear to you or may have already been clear to you. And now you're going to have to make a move. Okay? But we all going to get karma in whatever way. Whatever energy we put out, because Neptune retrograde is in karma, we're going to actually be seeing other people get their karma. They're going to be seeing us get our karma, whether it's good karma or not. So, this summer is going to be very interesting for a lack of, better words. It's going to be scary as hell too. Because there are going to be people who are not happy. I'm talking to the good Capricorn and the negative Capricorn. The negative Capricorn, you got karma coming to you. Because you were doing things and taking advantage of people. And people are going to be able to see that. They're going to see the real you. And they're going to see you get your karma. The decent Capricorn, you're going to get your good karma as well. Because you did what you were supposed to do. So you got karma coming to you for sure. And where's Neptune in your chart? Neptune's in Pisces. That's your what? 1, 2. That's your 3rd house. So this has to do with communication. So you may see something online or hear something, or somebody might reach out to you, asking you for help because they going through their karma. Don't you answer them. Don't you take them back. I've been telling all of you guys in the readings, don't take anybody back from the past that you've cut off or that ghosted you. Because what's going on is everybody's getting their karma. These people are coming back around because they need some form of comfort. You've been a form of comfort to them because you allowed them to shit on you. So now everybody else is kicking their ass. And now they're like, okay, well, where can I go for cover? Where can I hide? Oh, let me go back to good old Capricorn. Good old Capricorn will take care of me. They'll let me move in. They'll give me money. They'll feed me. They'll have sex with me. They'll indulge in my passions with me and my pleasures with me and my poisons with me. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn, you good by heart. You're a good person. If somebody need a shirt, you're going to give it to them. If someone needs a place to stay, you're going 9 times out of 10, you'll allow them. If they need, that's how you are. And people take advantage of you. They walk over you. Now, if you've got these people out of your life, don't you dare let them come back in. Let them deal with their karma as you're going to deal with their karma on top of your karma too. They may come in with their negative karma and come back and take away your good karma and bring you that negative stuff that they got coming to them. You got people chasing after people now. People done did dirt. People found out what they did, and now people are retaliating. You don't want to be in a position where you're accepting somebody back around that did you dirty, and people are after this person, because then that is going to bring that drama to your doorstep. Be careful. You got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This is about self-worth, self-esteem. This is also about someone pretending to be single and they're not. Let's talk about the self-esteem first. This is, the 9 of Pentacles is Virgo energy, okay? Virgo energy, it talks about, this could also be health, okay? Because we're dealing with the 6th house with Virgo. That deals with health. It deals with your discipline, okay? Your intestinal fortitude, okay? It deals with, some of you may be an issue. You may have a pet that's not well. You may need to be careful and take care of your pets. Watch your pets, okay? But this is about self-esteem, self-worth. Some of you, you're allowing people to come back in who don't treat you right. You don't have spiritual strength. You need to gain some spiritual strength and stand your ground with these people, because they're just going to walk all over you. Now, when we talk about your health, some of you need to go to the doctor and get a checkup, or you need to eat better. You need to stop indulging. I don't know if it's Neptune deals with escapism. Maybe, you may have karma coming to you and you may not like the dose that you're getting. And as a result, you may try to drown away your sorrow in drugs or alcohol. Neptune in retrograde deals with self-pity. It also deals with slander, people talking bad about you, things like that. So don't let other people's negative energy make you feel bad about yourself or put you down or make you feel like you're not worthy. Okay? That is a silent enemy to you. Letting other people dictate your worth based on if they want to deal with you or not. Even though if they dealing with you, they treating you like shit. Sometimes it's best to be by yourself. If you got somebody who, you only got one person in your life coming around to check on you and they treat you like shit, it's best to be by yourself. Then they're just, at least somebody's coming around. Yeah, they're coming around stealing your energy. Stealing your health. Your mental, emotional, spiritual health. For others of you, you got somebody coming around you who is in a relationship. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse, to me, this is somebody who's fronting like they single and they're not. So some of you may have had a run-in with somebody who may be still legally married. Oh, well, we not together no more. Okay, well, why you still legally married then? Oh, well, it's cheaper to keep her. We got a lot of assets together, and it's a difficult time going through a separate. Okay, well, what that got to do with me? Take care of your business and holler when you do. Don't sit back and just take that shit. Let somebody, feed you some BS because they don't want to handle their business. If they don't want to if they can't tie up loose ends, how can they begin something new with you? They bring in baggage of their old relationship into yours. That's a recipe for disaster right then and there. Now you got some outsider who got influence over your relationship. You ain't even with this man that, you know what I'm saying? Or you ain't even with that woman. But yet they have some control over your relationship because the person you're dealing with don't want to let go of the baggage from the past. That's what I be talking about with you Capricorns. Y'all are generous and kind and y'all take somebody in as they are. But what you don't understand is some people got a shitload of baggage with them and you don't want that beef. On top of that, a lot of people are losing their minds because people are leaving them and they're not letting these people go. They're going to do whatever they can to keep these people around. And if they know that you're the reason that their person is leaving them, they could be targeting you. Remember, Neptune's in retrograde right now. The rose-colored glasses are coming off. Everybody is seeing what's up, and people are not going to be happy. So you got to take care of you and take care of your health. And don't allow people to drive you crazy because you don't have the spiritual strength to put your foot down and get them out of your house or get them out of your life. What else am I getting with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Some of you, you got to be careful that you don't lose your money. Some of you are having problems with your finances, and it's because of the people you're around. I always tell my earth signs, if you're having problems manifesting, and I'm a Capricorn moon, if you're having problems manifesting, it's because of, one, your mentality, the way you look at things, you need to change it. And or two, the type of people you're around, they're draining you. And because you're such a generous spirit, the universe is not going to give to you because they know you're just going to give it to these people who don't deserve it. So you got to look at the reality of the situation and accept things for what they are so that you don't put yourself in a situation where you're at spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial lack. That's what your enemy is. All right? So that's what I got for you guys. We're going to go into the extended and clarify each of these and find out what specific messages Spirit wants you to focus on with each of these scenarios. So if this resonated as is, Cap City, feel free to click that like button. If you would like to leave a comment on how it resonates, feel free to do so. If you've not subscribed, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. If this is not your reading, don't worry about it. Check the other placements. Or if you look up at the screen towards the end of the video here, you'll see four different types of videos with different types of readings. All right, you can check those out, all for the sign of Capricorn, okay? So make sure you check out the Neptune retrograde, the Pluto retrograde, the Saturn retrograde, and check out the Mercury retrograde. We've just come out of those energies, so there might be something that you can pick up from there as well. Keep yourself in the know. Keep your nose out of trouble. There's a lot of people out here angry. The crime rate is insane out here. People are happy in the United States that we're free now, so to speak, where everybody can go out and consider themselves, okay, it's safe to go out. So you got a lot of people with pent-up frustration and hostility. Okay, you might be one of them. But be careful, all right? I love you guys, and hopefully you join me in the extended. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, Cap City.